Do you ever get hungry for a good pot of beans? I know we do, and today is the day that we're going to do something about it. Stick with me. Let's cook up a pot. Let's take a minute to talk about what we've got going on inside that pot. There's about a pound of pinto beans and 2 ham hocks, a generous amount of celery, some oregano, some garlic powder, salt, pepper, and there's something else. What did I put in there? Oh, that onion that you see. Let's get this thing on the fire and get it rolling. It's only taken about 15 or 20 minutes to bring this up to a boil. And I'm telling you, the smells coming out of that pot are wonderful. I hope maybe the camera can pick that up. It'd be nice if they made a camera that would pick up the smells and transmit them, but I probably couldn't afford that much technology. We've got a nice little roll going there. I'm gonna let that fire die down some, and then just keep feeding it a little bit to keep it simmering. I need to adjust the height. Get that pot just a little higher from above the fire. It's cooking, it's rolling pretty hard. Try that one right there. Let's give that a try. Oh, it sure is looking good. Smelling good. Let's see how things are doing. Reach around in here and grab a bean. That's the best way to tell if a bean is ready. They don't look ready. Get that glove off for them and get a bean. They look like they've got a way to go. Let's try that bean right there. Those beans are still crunchy. We don't want no crunchy beans. I don't think the queen would be pleased at all. It's taken quite a while to get to this point. I'm working with some old beans that have been in our stash. I don't know how many years, number of years. The older the bean, the longer it takes to cook it. They get drier and harder with age. Look at that ham hock. Cooked all the pieces practically. Now what I'm going to do now is remember something when you're cooking with cast iron. you don't want to cook acidic foods. And if you do, like I'm going to put this can of Rotel tomatoes, original, you can use whichever ones you want. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add a cup of white rice to my pot. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir around, just enough to get it all settled together, mixed together. I'm going to put the lid back on that, and I'm going to time 14 minutes. White rice takes 14 minutes to cook, and I've got plenty of liquids in there. It's not going to dry out. I want it to be soupy, and that's the goal. And by putting my tomatoes in there and acidic food toward the end, it's not going to draw as much of that cast iron taste into the beans themselves. So keep that in mind when you're cooking with cast iron. There's a Psalm 137, beautiful Psalm, 137 verses 3 and 4 say, trust in the Lord and do good, so you will dwell in the land and be nourished in safety. And it says, take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. I've been thinking about that verse and thinking, you know, if God's going to, if He promises to give me the desires of my heart right now, I think the most unselfish prayer that I could possibly pray, and maybe it's the most selfish prayer I could possibly pray, depending on which way you look at it, is that the Lord brings us through, all of us through, especially those of us that have some relationship here, you, my subscribers, on David Kralik Outdoors, all of our friends, bring us through unscathed. Maybe our feathers ruffled a little bit because of the inconveniences that we're having to experience. Well, that's a good lesson in life. A good lesson in life that's caused me to break out some beans. I'm still trying to figure out how many years old they are. Gosh, these go back all the way to the Blue House. That was a long time ago. That's pretty good stuff, folks. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to try to make a couple of videos a week. I can't promise to make one every day, but I'm going to try to do a couple of videos a week of one sort or another for the channel. So I'm going to get this in the house and get it out of this cast iron pot into another container, and I'll see you on the next one.